I think some men with specific types of morals who are looking for a specific type of woman, they are willing to wait.
What kind of man are you talking about?
A man who sees women as a prize, or a man who has a lot of options for women, who might choose this woman to be the one that he courts, and then these women to be the women that he.
Okay, I want to be say as morals. You said morals.
Well, yes, because some men for a specific kind of woman will wait.
Okay, but I like to get down granular. Morals. How do you determine a man's
granular?
morals?
What the hell is
Are you
that?
talking about men who are Christians?
No, not at all.
Okay, so what are we talking about? A man's morals?
A man who sees a woman as someone.
Because morals are just right and wrong. Morals are right and wrong, and that has nothing to do with seeing a woman. So what you're talking about is you're almost talking about a man who pedestalizes a woman. Puts on a pedestal.
But also a man who sees the cherry as the prize.
Okay, but where's the cherry?
The cherry is, the same.
Where is it located?
In the panties.
No, ma'am. Where is the cherry located on a dessert?
Oh, at the top. At the top.
Thank you. It's at the top of the pedestal.
Okay.
So that's where it is. A man who pedestalizes women, puts them up. But let me ask, what culture of competitive, successful men put women ahead of men?
Only we do.
I don't know that any do.
Because that's a formula for disaster.
Mm.
Putting women at the top is the sure way to crumble a society.
That's where we at right now, crumbling.
So the moral thing to do, if you want a society to continue, is to put who on top? Right. So why play games with the thing that needs to be on top?
Listen, at first, if you wanted someone to come on and say why they think you're crazy and they don't agree with you, but the more I sit here and the more I'm obviously listening and thinking about my own experiences, it's not a good idea to play those types of games. And that's why I told my mom, I'm a human being, and granted, I wait a long time, many, many months, years to engage in that type of activity, but that's because I don't date for a long period.
Okay, so how old are you?
38. I'm well past the danger zone.
So do you plan on, have you been married?
No, engaged twice, but never married, no.
You know what I say? Sisters are the queens of being engaged, man. Being engaged, if we could count engagements as marriages, I wonder, it's like, okay, so you've been engaged. Did you ever want to have children?
Biological children?
Oh, yeah.
Only if I marry someone and he wants to have them.
So when I got to ask the question,
But yes.
when I ask the question, and I'm trying to put this in a delicate way as possible, but at 38 years old, why should anybody wait years to have sex with you?
Oh, no.
Or months?
No. Oh, okay.
Because you were talking about everybody else, and what I thought I heard you say was, but for me, I wait a long time.
Uh-huh.
No, in between people, like
Oh, okay.
No, me, I wait a very long time. Like, I'm not going to.
I waited a very long time for what? To have sex?
Yeah.
So when you meet a man, you wait a long time.
Depending on the man, but no, that's not what I'm exactly saying. What I'm saying.
That's what you keep saying, though. That's what we keep hearing. So slow down. Breathe. If you meet, how long have you typically waited from the time you met a man to the time you guys are first intimate?
The shortest, probably, honestly, I don't know, a week or two. The longest, no more than About 3 months.
Okay, and this and no logical sense to a man that you could say one man has to wait up to 90 days and one guy doesn't even have to wait a week. Men on the marketplace look at that as I'm going to buy a car, and one dealership is offering it for $100 and another dealership is offering for $100,000. Men are price sensitive, and we are cost benefit calculators. So in your own example, you just validated why men are so frustrated with women on the marketplace, because you can talk and have these things and Steve Harvey and this and that, but in your own day-to-day life, 30 to 90 days to a week. But at the end of the day, no matter what your calculus is, whatever kind of interaction you want to have with a man, do you currently have it?
Right now?
Yes. Are you in the process of getting it within the next 6 months?
No.
Then what you're doing isn't working, and you're almost 40. So you talk to your mother, and it's, where's your father?
Oh, my dad, they're still married.
Okay, but what I'm understanding is you're an attractive woman, but why no man?
The simple answer is, there's 2 simple answers, and I'm sure every woman and many men say the same thing, pickiness. The second simple answer is because a lot of the men that I actually really am interested in, like for real, it's not reciprocated, to the point where like, we'll date and everything will be fine, and then all of a sudden they're gone, or I'm gone.
Okay. No. Let's talk about the ones where you just told 2 different things. The kind of men you say you're really interested in, it's not reciprocated.
Yes.
Well, it's not reciprocated means it's not coming back with them. So you just told a story where they leave and you leave. That's confusing.
Well, or I leave, because I have done the same thing.
So it's not reciprocated from you.
Yes, because of something very specific that might happen that makes me become unattracted to the person. Just
Why is getting with men so complex? This is like calculus 3.
and it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't.
There is a person that I was dating that seems to be coming back around, but I don't really know if that's the case. I don't know.
Why were you engaged? You were engaged twice?
Calculus 3.
I was engaged twice.
Somebody dropped it when he presented a ring in public and asked you for your hand in marriage.
Yes. Almost 3 times, but twice.
And who broke off the engagement the first time?
I did.
Who broke off the engagement the second time?
I did.
Why did you accept the ring the first time?
Because he was my best friend,
And that didn't stop after he gave you the ring.
No, it didn't stop.
So why'd you break it off? If it was good enough to accept the ring, why was it not good enough to go through with the marriage?
The reason is because he and I were not compatible.
But you accepted the ring.
That is correct.
So you were sexually compatible.
That is
Dick's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20% off bog bags and igloo coolers, 25% off Stanley drinkware, $200 off Callaway irons and TaylorMade drivers.
How would you know if you see? Here's the problem with having to be. Here's the problem with sex before marriage. You wouldn't know that if you're a virgin. There's no sexual compatibility. See, you're a different kind of perfect example. 38-year-old woman who should 70, 80 years ago, you'd have been married a long time ago. But it has become so complex. You accept the engagement for people you're not sexually compatible with. This doesn't work, that doesn't work. 2 picky sides. So, you know what that ends up being, man? up in.
dog,
Buy a dog, die a dog. That's what this ends up in. Because at 40 years old, almost 40 years old, you become more difficult, not less. Have you had therapy? I think you'll be wise.
Why? To find me.
Excuse me. You find a man?
That's why I need therapy to find a man.
Oh, you need therapy, period. Why is it okay? Let's stop right there. Seriously, man. Why is therapy insulting to so many black women? Like, you're a woman. Why is that insulting to you?
No, I'm not insulted at all. I wanted to be a therapist. I was just asking, are you saying I need therapy to find a man? Is that
Well, you need something. You need something. How about that? You need something. Because what you're doing ain't working. And what I'm listening to, ma'am, is a woman who's been engaged to my best friend, such and so forth. And you know all these things. And you got a man to the point to waste his time, money, and resource. To the point to where he was involved with you enough to where he bought a ring, you accepted, and you broke it. See, we started judging you women like you judge men. We put you on a don't date him girl site. Your face will be posted off plastered all over. Don't deal with it. Listen, ma'am. Listen. You broke off 2 engagements. One from a best friend. And you say because the dick
Yo,
wasn't
who
good.
that is?
I'm sorry. That's a trash ass reason. And why'd you break up the second one? Bad dick again?
Damn.
doing whatever
I got a couple more drop-offs and I'm heading home.
Honestly, because I did not learn anything. Did not challenge
Yeah,
me
3 more
intellectually,
drop-offs.
and that was a major problem for me. We became engaged too quickly. He told me he proposed to me because he thought I was about to leave him, which was kind of true. So I made a mistake. I just made a mistake, and we were only
What
engaged
you
for 2
doing
months.
up, Pam?
I made a mistake.
How long were you guys together?
I appreciate that. What you
We
doing
were
up?
only together for 6 months, but we'd worked together before, so we'd known each other for a year.
And how old were you when this happened?
24, 5? I don't remember. It was a
Pam,
long
hit
time.
that
I guess
subscribe
for
button for me,
the
Pam.
third almost engagement.
Hold up. So when was the first time you were engaged?
I was in college.
You
because
will
my
hit
high
the
school
subscribe
sweetheart,
button for
but
me?
I must
So hold on. So you were engaged to a high school / college sweetheart, but you were not him together because you guys weren't physically compatible.
Damn.
Trash ass reason, but okay. Then the guy you knew for a year, but he didn't challenge you intellectually. What do you do for a living?
I'm in education.
Now, what did he do for a living?
Damn.
But what did he do? The second one, we worked
Yes.
for a.
So you're both teachers.
No. I'm not a teacher, but we worked for a residential treatment facility for kids.
Okay. And you're in education. What do you do now?
I am in administration.
Cheated on you. Oh,
What did
shit.
I tell you guys? Black women are married to the system. That's your husband. Put them in place and put them in charge.
That ain't
What I
good.
said last broadcast. That's what they are. Because you're getting rid of men because of sexual incompatibility. And a lot of women say that's an important part. Okay. Then the man, the last man, you were both doing a similar job.
What you gonna do about it? Did you leave him?
As
Hold on,
stable
you
as
said
you please.
fiance.
Well, there wasn't a lot of money in that job.
I didn't say. I said as stable as you at least.
That's correct. You're right.
Because if you were in it, he was in it. You were stable, right?
Those is 4 months.
So because he wasn't